You just gotta move. Let Elk Grove Village show you why you should move your business here. It doesn't matter how long you've been around. Sometimes, you just gotta move. Let Elk Grove Village show you why you should move your business here.
Never heard anybody. I heard 53, 54, 59, 2, and I did 214. Pretty close high school.
Okie dokie, here we go. Time of our
59 for sure.
I'd like to call to order the regular scheduled meeting on July 11th, 2024 of the Elk Grove Park District Park Board. January, what did I say?
July.
I wish.
I wish it was July.
Can I get a roll call, please? Or a motion, no. Just, yeah. Roll
President
call.
Waltz,
I am here, and yes.
Commissioner Biedke,
Here.
Commissioner Carlson,
Here.
Commissioner Cook,
Here.
Commissioner O'Malley.
Here.
Okay, I need approval of minutes for December 7th, 2023, that was a special meeting. December 14th, 2023, which was committee of the whole. And December 14th, 2023, which was the regular scheduled meeting. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? No. Public communications, comments from the audience. Alan,
No comments at this time, Mr. President, thank you.
how's your foot?
Getting better.
Glad to hear that. You're getting around a little bit better. Any correspondence from staff, to staff, or any of us?
Let's hope.
Nothing. Okay, recognition of special guests. I'm gonna try. Stephanie
Stanislavski.
I would have had that. I don't know. Anyway, aquatics program supervisor, welcome.
Thanks. Hi everyone, I got to meet you all a few months ago. I'm Catherine Dunn, I'm the aquatics manager here. And it's my pleasure to introduce Stephanie Stanislavski to you all. Steph got her first park district job here at 16 at Pirates Cove. She worked there for 7 years. She grew up in Elk Grove, coming to the park district and being highly involved in the community. Steph also earned the Frank Zarnick Award after the former park board president here for her Gold Award project in high school. After high school, Steph attended Bradley University and earned her Bachelor of Science degree in Health Sciences. Steph decided to put the medical field to the side and step into the recreation world again and went to work at Walt Disney World, where she fell in love with parks and recreation. After some time at the happiest place on earth, she decided to come back home to work with us again. She started 2023 in the rentals department and jumped at the opportunity to learn about the aquatics world when the aquatics program supervisor position opened up over the summer. In the past 4 months, Steph has learned a lot and been loving this role. Outside of work, Steph enjoys trips to Disney and hanging out with her family and friends.
Disneyland, Disney World.
Disney World. Yeah, I lived in Orlando for a year and a half. It was a lot of fun.
Very cool. I'm sure I asked you this, what high school did you go to?
I went to Conan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, how many of those, have we given out over the years, like, yeah.
I've been at it for 10 years.
Yeah, right. What year did you get yours?
2016.
Yeah, we were here.
And then my siblings, two of my siblings, I believe, also got it as well. So, very
Ah.
highly involved.
So it's a legacy award, really?
Yes, for the
Fair enough.
Stanislavskis it is.
Yeah, Any questions or comments?
Yeah, Katie, can you spend a minute or yourself discussing what your real role is? Because there's 3 full-time aquatics. You're overseeing both Rainbow Falls and that. Is Stephanie's role gonna be more for swim lessons, aquatics, stingrays? What role are you actually filling?
Yes, so Steph will be filling the program side of things. So exactly what you said, swimming lessons, swim team. She's helping a little bit with our aqua wellness. I'm taking on more of the aqua wellness right now, but it's a goal to transition her there eventually. Our parents' night out, our aqua summer camp, all of those fall under Steph's role. And then Kate Nelson, who you met a few months ago, does more of the operations side of things. So our lifeguards, our cashiers, our admissions managers, and our pool managers. And then I'm kind of the overarching helping with both of them, and any problems that they can't solve come up to me. Some of the things that unify the department across the board.
And then does your whole department report to Doug or Jeff?
Jeff.
Okay. That's the only question I had.
Anybody else?
Well,
Well, yeah, welcome back,
Thank
welcome
you.
again. Well,
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Thank
all
you.
so much. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
it'll take about another 20-pound weight loss before you see me in the pool, so.
water disperses. It'll be fine.
But my ego doesn't.
Found it pretty fun.
Recommendations of acceptance of an approval of final payment application to Doyle Signs Incorporated of Addison, Illinois for the Mather Park digital display in the amount of $12,932.55.
So moved as presented.
Second.
Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
President Waltz?
Yes. Approval of video gaming use agreement with Illinois Gaming Investors LLC, doing business as Prairie State Gaming for a 3-year term. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Anybody want to give their thoughts?
Second.
Oh, yeah. Anybody, you want to give your thoughts? Anybody?
Oh, you're looking at me? Sure.
Yeah.
I know we're switching, but it was a staff decision that I guess, to paraphrase it, they weren't getting quite the attention that we felt we deserved as one of the clients of the old gaming regulator or provider. So staff went out and researched it. I guess we are with this provider maybe 8 to 10 years, somewhere in that range maybe. It was a more informal agreement, and, like we always do, we challenge staff to come up with, check out the possibilities when any contract renews itself, and they went out and looked at a couple gaming companies, and at this point, Illinois Gaming Investors, really Prairie State Gaming, is what Alex felt the most comfortable with. So I personally am happy that we're switching, because I just didn't like some of the background noise of the old gaming ones, so I'm totally in favor of moving to them. Everything is regulated, so it's not like there's anything that can change from a legal standpoint, so I'm comfortable switching, or certainly, yeah, my second.
So will there be any downtime? I know that, so you gotta take out the ones of the machines.
Well, that's more towards Brad, which is they're just trying to make it seamless within.
Yeah, so once we're under contract with Prairie State Gaming, they'll work with our old vendor to coordinate a date. Tentatively, we're targeting Monday, the 5th, We're closed on
Closed on
Monday the
that day.
5th, so it should be no downtime if it works out that way. That's would be ideal situation. So,
Without getting into too many details, did the old provider come back one last time, even when we entertained the thought that we were going to this new company? Approach you, Alex, one last time, like, wow, I guess you guys are serious? And did anything ever like that occur?
yeah, he did stop out from my conversation with Alex a couple weeks ago, or a week ago, or two. So,
And obviously, it wasn't enough for him to make a recommendation to stay and sign an agreement with them again.
I didn't ask that question directly to Alex.
Well, I mean, we're at
correct.
this point, so
He
it's
didn't,
safe
he
to
did not
assume.
bring that up, yes.
Okay.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. I think we just need a roll call.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
President Waltz?
Yes. Approval of estimated cost of travel, meals, and lodging for the 2024 IAPD/IPRA Annual Conference in January of 2024 for Commissioner O'Malley in the amount of $410.91. Motion and a second?
So moved.
Second,
Oh, I was gonna say, uh-oh.
I can stay at home.
and I'd
And,
like to thank Commissioner O'Malley for taking time off of work to attend this annual event and represent the Park District at this IAPD. So thank you.
looking forward to reading your synopsis on all the classes you take.
I'm ready for your questions anytime.
I know you are. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
President Waltz?
Yes.
John, hold the topic then.
Sure.
I don't want to put you on the spot, Tom, but we know why we're reading this on air. It's to keep the commissioners honest that they're not going on 10 trips or whatever, favoring themselves as they travel, on the taxpayers' dimes. So we announced this is fine, but what would happen if I really did not go? There's no announcement that says, hey, he didn't go, Ben knows there's a chance I may not make this conference. There's never like a retraction, so it's just like, we didn't spend it, but we've authorized him to go. And it's just simple as that.
No harm, no foul.
Okay.
But you could always speak out if you wanted to at a subsequent meeting and say you didn't attend or whatever.
Okay.
And normally when that's happened, I was trying to find staff, and their staff person could go to your place or go, and so it's not a complete loss.
Oh, no, I agree.
Yeah, so it's not like even if that happens, we're not.
I get that. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
waste taxpayers' money. I'd coordinate something like that. I'm just saying legally, there's nothing that we'd have to say that I did not attend.
That's correct.
You're going, Bill.
Okay.
I retract my thank you then if you don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave you your due, so you're good to go.
Okay, thanks.
Items for information, leisure services.
Okay, so over at the Sheila Ray Golf Center, they ended the year at 310 members, and they were already at 158 that had renewed for this current year. And they held their annual bazaar in December, bringing in $3,140 to the center. They attended the Naperville Holiday Lights Trip, and they also held a holiday luncheon with their largest turnout at 150 attendees at the Belvedere here in Elk Grove. The very popular AARP tax appointments opened up on January 2nd. These free appointments will be available on Wednesdays and Fridays, February 2nd through April 12th. Yes, there are still slots available. You can call the customer service counter over at Happendorf. And aquatics, we had 24 private lessons in December. Our Parents Night Out event filled with 16 participants. And Aqua Wellness numbers were at 889 for the month compared to 647 at this time last year. Aquatic staff worked with customer service and marketing to push their 2024 memberships for Rainbow Falls to be sold as holiday gift opportunities. And 7 of those were sold between Thanksgiving and New Year's. For adult athletics, the bag season ended December 13th. They had 53 teams. The next season kicks off January 17th and 18th. In January, we also are launching our first indoor adult pickleball league. Last time we checked, there was 5 registrations, hoping for more by now. And our men's basketball league that's upcoming is currently maxed out due to gym space and timing in the winter. So we had to take no more than 8 teams, and we did end up having to weekless teams. For youth athletics, we had tennis classes wrapping up. There were 27 participants in those 3 classes. Hot shots ended the winter session with 80 participants, tumbling at 122. And then Shotokan Karate has started their next session. They had 56 enrolled at the start. For youth leagues, travel indoor soccer registration is still open, currently at 118 athletes. Winter indoor rec soccer is at 87. All of our house baseball programs, so baseball, softball, and travel, they're all in their winter training mode. Football is also winter training, scheduled to start January 28th. For Audubon, we did have a really warm December. We had a total of 85 admissions to the indoor park. For cultural arts, music had 28 students for priority registration, filling all but 2 of the piano slots. And auditions were held January 8th for our upcoming community production of Big Fish. For preschool, they held all of their holiday shows in the month of December, and now staff are really just working towards getting registration open for the 24-25 school year and preparing for their open house. In fitness, total group participation numbers for December were at 1,747. For personal training, there were 88 sessions. Open gym, 746 drop-ins. And then the rejuvenation hit 1,650 for the month. We have 3 TRX classes running weekly with a total of 28 participants. We also held the first ever Pamper Yourself mini yoga retreat that ran with 20 participants. And we sold 189 total holiday passes this year, which was up almost 100 over last year. So the museum kicked off the month with a successful Girl Scout workshop. And then staff are now currently working with the Elk Grove Artists Association on a future exhibit. For rentals, we had 136 total rentals in the month of December compared to only 65 last year. And they held their holiday gift show this year at Rainbow Falls Community Center, and they had 28 vendors and over 200 visitors. For December Kids Club, we were at 1,570 participants and 53 for School's Day Off. And in December, we held a lot of events. So we had our Letters to Santa, we had our sold out Polar Express trains, Santa Storytime, and our family New Year's Eve event. For our upcoming events, we have an adult trip to Grand Victoria Casino on January 24th, Family Nerf Battle on January 26th. February 7th, we have another trip to the museum, and that is for ages 55 plus. February 9th, we have our Sweetheart Dance from 6 to 8, and February 10th is our Vintage Valentine's at the museum.
That's all.
Any questions for Tiffany? Okay, thank you. Parks and Planning, Mark.
I want to take the opportunity to welcome Dick Braylick as our new athletic maintenance crew leader. He started the first week of the year, and he comes to us from Schaumburg Park District. He maintained the athletic fields over at Olympic Park, and he's really excited to be here with us in this new role. Work at Marshall Park is continuing, although slow across the holiday season. They're really working on a lot of the stuff related to the splash pad, running utilities, the concrete for the footings have been poured. They're just kind of playing with the weather based on availability and coolness. They don't want to pour the concrete if it's too cold. So they are still working. I've been in contact with Caroline from the village regarding the special permit for Marshall Park, the lighting and the pickleball court. They have the information that they need, and they're currently reviewing it. She's waiting for comments back from village staff so that she can schedule a meeting with the planning commission. We'll learn more after that.
Okay, thank you. Questions for Mark? Business service update, Brad?
HR and finance are busy with 2023 year-end processes. Our audit is scheduled for the week of February 5th. Over at Fox Run, we have dueling pianos coming back on January 27th. And then music will be in the form of No Limits on February 24th. And then the simulator weeks are up and running this week. And as Tiffany said, Biggs Leagues starts next week. That concludes my report.
Questions or comments? Thank you, Brad. Marketing Communications, Kelly?
Okay, thank you. Channel 6 is going to work with me on a couple slides tonight. So first I'd like to start talking a little bit about our resident survey that we did. We did a community-wide survey in August, and that was done here as a random survey. And so that went to several thousand people here in the village, randomly, and then they were able to opt in through a mailed response or through our online email response. So we had about 427 people respond to that. And then when that closed in November, we also did what we called an opt-in campaign. And so our methodology on this slide shows that when we did the random survey, that we had 61% mailed-in responses and we had 39% emailed responses. And then the result of the surveys showed in our next pie graph is the fact that we had an 87% satisfaction rate of the park district. So this was a very positive feedback that we received, and there were several open-ended responses as well through the opt-in as well as the random survey. And we found that there was, this chart shows the random findings at 87%, and then those that opted in to do the survey in November, we had a 91% overall satisfaction rate. So we seem to be able to provide the services, the programs, and the facilities that the community is looking for. And so through the surveys, they had an opportunity to also do open-ended responses. And a few of the highlights from those showed that we have, we're doing a great job maintaining our parks. And so people that are visiting our parks are very complimentary of the park's maintenance. They also feel that it's extremely important to continue with our infrastructure and investing in our facilities to make sure that they are the best that they can be. And the other thing that was highlighted here as well is that here in the community that there was a great feedback on staff interaction and leadership. So the community does have they have responded very positively to staff. And so if you would like to see the extensive findings on the survey, it is available on the elkgroveparks.org website. So you can, it's a PDF and it's on the homepage of the website, and you can go through the website, go to the website to find all of the results, and you can find the questions as well as the responses. So those are just a few bullet points and highlights of the survey, but I think you'll find it very interesting to have that availability to look at that. And then just a couple other things that I wanted to mention was that in December we had so many wonderful events, as Tiffany was mentioning, and we were really pleased on December 29th to have Channel 7 come out, and they did a little segment on our family New Year's Eve party. So I don't know if anybody caught that, but that was really nice publicity for the Park District. And then this past Monday, during the little snow blizzard, WGN was out at Fox Run. And I don't know if anyone caught that, about 6 o'clock. It was a backdrop on the, the snow that was coming. I think that was Monday, or maybe it was Tuesday.
Yeah,
it was
Tuesday. They actually interviewed our current club champ Pete Messina.
Yeah, and what was
They
so
caught him
funny.
coming in with a bag. And
Yeah,
they were like, "What are you
and
doing?"
what was
He's
funny
like,
about that, his
"Better
comment
than
was, I was just here playing 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
outside, and you couldn't even see the parking lot because it was just such a,
They had
such
set
a
up across the
blizzard.
street because of the maintenance in Schaumburg. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think we got more than a couple looks
Yeah.
on WGN there.
So we've been on WGN and in ABC Channel 7, so that was great. And then just one last comment I'd like to thank, because I do work with a lot of our community partners, and I want to give a shout out and a thank you to the folks that sponsored our December events at the Sheila Ray Adult Center, and that was our Elk Grove Police Department held a past luncheon. The Rotary Club also held a luncheon, and the Elk Grove Parks Foundation assisted with a sponsorship for the holiday luncheon for the seniors. And if there's anybody that's watching tonight or knows of anybody that could benefit through a scholarship that might just need some financial assistance to be participating in any of the Park District programs this winter or spring, please reach out to customer service, because we have an application for people to fill out, for eligibility, but there are funds available. And so if anybody does need assistance in a scholarship, we'd love to be able to help and work with anybody in the community that might need that. So thank you very much, and that concludes my report tonight.
Thank you. Any
Can I just
questions?
add one thing on the survey, John? What I thought was the best out of the survey is, it's a great response. You're getting 900 different residents to give us feedback. And that's what we're looking for, both as staff and as commissioners. How are we doing? Here's your chance to, give us the feedback we're looking for. And I think President Walls asked this question to the individual that was giving us the presentation, is like, well, how do we rank? So we have an 80%, overall satisfaction, and 91% that opted in. It was the second highest. So first of all, they're analyzing the feedback. It's very data-driven and an analytical approach. But he summarized it by saying, you're the second highest rated park district that we've ever seen in years of doing this study. So we can talk about numbers and what does it mean, but what it means is, for this individual firm that goes out and does it for a living, says you're the second highest rated park district I've ever seen when it comes to satisfaction, that means more than any of the small feedback when you're talking about little assets and comments and questions. So I thought that's what I took out of it, was that it was fantastic.
That's a great point.
Okay. Executive Director update, Ben Curcio.
Thank you, President Walls. Greetings, Elk Grove residents. Wishing you a Happy New Year. I have just a public service announcement for you for tomorrow. Tomorrow's weather forecast anticipates a substantial snowfall all day and night. We urge everyone to exercise caution when traveling to our facilities. The pavilion will remain open as a warming shelter tomorrow, and while our other facilities usually remain open during winter storms, program cancellations may occur. Keep an eye on your email for notifications on any program changes, social media, and our website for updates.
So what about basketball?
Stay safe tomorrow. The announcements will be made tomorrow
By noon.
by noon. Thank you, Tim. That's all I have.
It was a basketball Friday night, and that's rough.
Yeah.
Okay, committee reports. I don't know how the order we usually go, but I'm just gonna go with finance first. If you're finance, raise your hand and.
Yeah. I can get it.
You want me to get it?
No, I'll get it. Okay, so, Cook County has issued property tax bills and began distributing collections. As of December 20th, the funds distributed have been significant, and the district expects full collection and no major impact by the delay. The delay will have an impact on November year-to-date numbers. Corporate fund is $1,327,422 in property tax collected in November. All expense categories are at or under budget except contractual and unemployment insurance. Year-to-date of $625,989 compared to a budget of $1,261,422 $422. Recreation Fund, $628,344 in property tax collected in November. Fees and admissions, $2,292,772 compared to a budget of $2,004,233. Program fees were $2,248,199 compared to a budget of $2,348,512. All expense categories are at or near budget. Year-to-date of $408,038 compared to a budget of $236,460. The Golf Fund, 1,631 rounds played in November, which is phenomenal. Official hit over 40,000 rounds for the year. Fees and admissions, $1,460,720 compared to a budget of $1,200,953. All expense categories are at or near budget year-to-date. Driving range year-to-date of $133,778 compared to a budget of $121,358. Year-to-date of $840,965 compared to a budget of $352,233. And that concludes my report.
Any questions for Commissioner Carlson?
Brad, when can we expect end of the year finals?
We'll have a soft close probably next week sometime. I can email out a report. That won't be official. There'll still be some journal entries and stuff like that, but it'll give you, revenue numbers should be 99% complete. Be pretty accurate.
Okay, we'll move to capitals. I believe that is Commissioner Cook, right?
No report.
Fair enough. Committee of the Whole. On December 14th, we spoke we did the board meeting schedule, which is pretty easy. That was our third run at the community-wide survey. And we talked about the video gaming use agreement that we did change and voted on tonight. And then tonight, we talked about a ComEd lease at Udall Park that's gonna go through. Our IAPD dues, and a discussion of a master plan at some renovations at Rainbow Falls in the near or nearer future. And a community-wide survey again. Miss anything?
No.
Okay. Seniors?
No report.
Nothing. Golf?
Did not meet, no report.
Nothing. That is the holidays. I'm missing it. Oh, buildings committee?
Pavilion committee.
No, it's gonna be buildings.
Okay, there'll be longer meetings if we talk about all the buildings, then, but we'll stick with the pavilion. right?
Sure, stick with it.
Yes, we met today at 5:15. In attendance was Doug and Ben and Tiffany, and a couple residents were in the audience, and of course, Tom's second chair. We went through about 8 to 10 different topics. I'm not gonna, bore you with the 2 or 3 minute synopsis, but we talked about the pros and the cons of frosting the rejuvenation glass at the pavilion. We talked about security issues and how we'd like to see no borders between Fox Run and the pavilion or any of our assets that could use the security team. We asked for an accounting of some open gym issues between basketball, pickleball, what the perception is out there. There was a small discussion on pickleball pricing, resident versus non-resident, the same thing in accountability. We spent a small topic on snow removal at the pavilion. Tom and I requested a tour of the capital improvements that are going to be happening at the fitness center, so if any of the other commissioners want to climb in to see exactly what walls are coming down and where they're doing it, you are welcome. We had a small discussion on the phone usage in the locker rooms. We talked about what special events are coming up at the pavilion. We had a small discussion on the cross-training of coordinators, maybe succession planning, and then we have challenged Tiffany to come up with a schedule to introduce some of her coordinators to our board meetings. And the meeting concluded at 6 o'clock, so it was a 45-minute meeting. Am I missing anything, Tom?
We did have a special guest, Tim Burns.
I just mentioned that we had a couple of residents.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Alan?
Yes, I wasn't pointing out their names because I didn't think at that point it was important, but yes, you had Alan Kreitz and Tim Burns, now that you brought it up. And we left them 10 minutes to discuss issues that they had, and we're addressing those issues, and specific staff have been assigned to get back to those two individuals with the topics and the answers to a couple of their questions.
Yep.
And that concludes my report.
What about youth?
No report.
What am I missing?
That's it.
That's it. Okay, sounds good. Any old business? Hearing none. New business? Hearing none. We got a couple of resolutions and ordinances. Adoption of a resolution 24-01, a resolution pursuant to section 8 of the Local Government Professional Services Selection Act pertaining to Rainbow Falls. I need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second?
Can somebody explain in non-legalese what we're doing here?
This is for the Ramaker services for Rainbow Falls.
Fair enough. So we talked about that earlier today. Roll call, please.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
President Walls?
Yes. Notification of tentative budget and appropriation ordinance on display at Elk Grove Park District Administration Building, the address being 499 Bysterfield Road, Elk Grove Village, Illinois. I don't need anything there, right? That was just a notification?
Yep, that is
Okay.
it.
Adoption of ordinance 441, an ordinance providing for the issue of the sale of $2.5 million taxable general obligation limited tax park bonds for the building, maintaining, improving, and protecting of the existing land and facilities of the district, and for the payment of the expenses incident hereto, and providing for the levy of the taxes to pay the bonds. Motion and a second.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
President Walls?
Yes. We're at payment of the bills, December 15th, 2023, in the amount of $223,458.15. December 22nd, 2023, in the amount of $49,233.22. December 29, 2023, in the amount of $149,284.56. And January 5th, 2024, for $131,561.57. Can I have a motion in a second?
So moved.
And-
Second?
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
President Walls?
Yes. Okay, we are going to ask for a motion and a second to adjourn to closed session for the purpose of discussing personnel for 2C1.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner O'Malley?
Yes, Francis.
Commissioner Bianchi?
Yes.
Commissioner Carlson?
Yes.
President Walls?
Yes, this meeting is adjourned.